Hello, welcome, class 11. So today topic is relative motion in the vectors. So in the last session we have covered the straight line motion, okay, and that was the relative motion with respect to that topic. And today we will see the relative motion in the vectors part. All right. So the same topic is available in the book with the name relative motion in a plane. Okay. So generally what happens when we deal with the vectors, the velocity, the, the two bodies are moving in a different axis. That is, can be in the y-axis, that can also be the x-axis. So that's why it can also be named as a relative motion in the plane. Alright. So let us write first, if I say that this is a body A and the body B, and we have to write the relative velocity of A with respect to B, then what we used to write earlier, if I write in a straight line, then this is A minus B. Alright. So earlier it was just a straight line motion, so you can simply add them up, you can simply subtract them. Alright. But if I say that both have different axes, then in that case we have to use the vector, because the direction are not now in the same direction. Alright. So this will be written with the vector representation VA, VB and VAB. So this is called relative velocity of A with respect to B. Now let us see with the diagram. Let's say this is our velocity of body A, that is VA. Alright. And that is with the VB, which is the velocity of body B. Alright. So according to this relation, what we have written, we can write VA plus minus of VB in the form of vectors. Okay, I told you how to write in the form of resultant, that is VA minus VB with the help of the plus sign. So it is now appearing like this is vector 1, this is vector 2, and if we add them up, we get the resultant. So what is resultant is acting like here, which is acting like a VAB. So VAB is like a resultant of these two vectors. Okay. Now let us see diagram that if this is the extension of A, then the angle between them is taken as the theta. That was the initial angle when VA and VB are drawn like normal. Alright. Now if I want to represent this VA plus minus VB, what I have to do? I have to reverse the direction of VB. That should be like this. That is minus VB. So this is the direction of minus VB. This is the direction of A. So now if I ask you what is the new angle between the VA and VA and VB, so what you will say, you will extend again here, okay. So this angle is given as the whole is 180, so this is given as 180 minus VB. Alright, now let us write the analytical formula to write the resultant, and let us see what is happening. Alright, so first I will write the VA and VB. Let us see what is the resultant formula we have, that is under root VA square plus VB square plus 2 VA VB cos theta, and theta is the relative angle between the both the vectors. Okay. Now let us write with this value that what is happening here. So if I write this VAB, which is now acting as a resultant, okay. So this is first vector, this is second vector. So that means they are making the same group, and if I join the third side, it is giving me the resultant, or you can say VAB. This is giving me R or the VAB. Alright. So let us write here. So this VAB can be written as again VA square plus VB square plus 2VA VB cos, and what is that new angle that we have to put here, which is 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. Alright. Now you can see that here I haven't used any minus sign. Okay. So you don't have to put any of the minus sign in the place of VA and VB. I know that this is negative, but that the value will come only because of the cos theta. Cos theta will adjust the minus in this relation. Okay. Now see here, this is cos 180 minus theta, that comes in the second quadrant. So when we will do the conversion, what will happen? The minus sign, the cos theta becomes minus cos theta. Alright. So it will be written as VAB VA square plus AB square, and this cos 180 minus theta becomes minus cos theta. That's why it will be written as minus 2 VA VB cos theta. Okay, so now you can see the difference that earlier when there was only VA and plus VB, the resultant was this. But when we had tried to write this in the form of relative velocity, so what happened? This become the resultant become VA square plus VB square minus VA minus VB. Alright, so this is the question. Let us see the application of the relative motion in a plane or the vector. Okay, so read the question everyone. A man walking on the road with a 3 km per hour and rain drops fall vertically with a 4 km per hour. Find the velocity of the rain with respect to man and the direction of it. Okay. Now the same question is direction of it means what is the direction of the rain, or it can also be asked that what is the direction of umbrella he should point out to save himself from the rain. Okay. So let us draw the ray diagram first. Alright. So what is given to us, that is what is asked to us, the relative velocity of rain with respect to man. This is the way to write the VRM, and we can now write the VRM as vector VR minus VM. Okay. So we have to find the VR minus VM. Now let us see the diagram. So let's say the man is moving in this direction because he is moving on the ground, so it can be taken as the left side also, right side also. So by default I have taken left side, you can also take the right side. So what is that value that is given to us? This is Vm equal to 3. Now the rain is coming vertically, the rain is falling vertically downward. Okay. So this is the direction for the downward, that is given as Vr is given as, which is 4. Okay. Now just imagine what is happening here, that when you move with any bicycle, let's suppose you are moving on a ground, on a level road, what happens when we move forward, the wind will come to your face with the same velocity but in the opposite direction. So what is happening? The wind starts to act in coming down and come in the opposite direction because of the motion in the leftward direction. So this wind will cause the bending of the rain in this way, and the rain will now appear to that person that it is coming like in this direction. Okay, now it will not appear to come vertically because he is moving in the direction. Okay, so that is because of the wind effect, the rain has been bended, and this is what the relative velocity, this direction, this velocity is what? This is our relative velocity of rain with respect to man. Alright, so now you can see with the diagram, this is VR, this is Vm but negative, that is negative Vm. So what we should do, just revert back. Okay, let me use the other chart. Okay, yeah. Now this is what our minus Vm. Okay. Now you can think that what is that? That is the relation, that is the resultant of Vr and Vm, as I told you. So what you can see from here, they are making a 90-degree angle. They are making a 90-degree angle. So what we can do, we can write the resultant of it as Vrm. It is what? You can see it is a Vrm, so we can write down the resultant as under root 4 square plus 3 square. Okay, this is Vr and this is Vm. Okay, and see here I am again not using the minus sign. Why? Because I told you the minus sign will automatically adjusted in the cos theta. But here the angle is just 90 degrees, so you do not need to put the cos theta. Okay, so this will be what? 16 plus 9 under root, that will be under root 25, and comes up to 5 km per hour. So this 5 km per hour is what? This is the relative velocity of the rain. Okay. Now the next point of question, that what is the direction of the rain? Okay, what is the direction of rain? Or it could be asked like that what should be the direction of the umbrella the man should put to save himself from the rain. Now just imagine that if the man is standing and the rain is falling vertically, so you know where to put the umbrella direction will be just vertical. Alright, but as you can see, the rain is coming with little bending. So what he have to do, he have to just bend his umbrella with some direction. So umbrella will now get this type of direction. This direction will be the new of the umbrella. He has to just tilt his umbrella to save himself from the rain. Okay, so what is that angle? This is that angle. So let us draw a clear picture here. This is VR. Okay, this is our VM. And what is that? This is the VRM. So what I was saying to you, that this is, let's say, theta. This is the theta by which he has to rotate his umbrella. So now again if I bring this VM over here, so it is forming a complete triangle now. This is VM, this is VR, and if you see clearly, then this is acting as a perpendicular, this is acting as a base. So now can we write tan theta? Yes. So tan theta will be what? Perpendicular VM upon VR. This is our VR. What is the value given to us? VM is 3, VR is 4, that is tan theta, and I told you that the ratio of 3 by 4 when given with a tan theta, that means theta is what? It is approx 37 degree. Okay, so 37 degree you will write with vertical. Always you have to tell the answer. Always tell the answer with the direction. That is what you have taken your angle. So we have taken our angle with the vertical. You can see we have taken our angle with the vertical. That's why I have vertical. Okay, because some students can also measure this angle. You can also calculate this angle and tell that this should be the direction of the umbrella. Okay, but that is taken from the horizontal. So that's why you have to always mention your answer with the direction. Okay. Now let's come to the next question. Okay, so this is our next question. So what is given? Let's read it first. That a person who is moving in the westward direction. Okay, a person is there who is moving in the westward direction with the 6 km per hour. So let us draw diagram also. A person is moving in the westward direction. This is west, this is east, and he is moving with the velocity 6. Alright. Now rain appears to fall. Mind on the words. Careful with the words what is given. Rain appears to fall vertically. That means when the man is moving, the rain is appearing to him to fall vertically. Appear means that this is not the actual velocity, this is the appearing velocity, that is known as the relative velocity. So the rain is appearing to him, that is VRM is given to us, which is vertical, and its value is what? That is 8. Alright. So what it is asking to us, that the actual velocity of the rain, what is the real velocity of that rain, and its direction. Okay. So let us first write the relation VRM with vector given as VR minus VM. Okay, so now you can see this is VR and this is minus VM. So if I want to calculate VR, that is the real velocity of rain, that will be VR is equal to VRM plus VM. VRM plus VM. Alright. So you can see that VRM is in the right direction. VM is also in the direction. Now you do not require to reverse it, because our work will be, we can do our calculation with the already, that is already drawn. Okay. So this is what VRM, let's say this is first vector, this is second vector, and they are added with the plus sign. So when the vector are added with this, in this way, okay, with the vector sign, what means this VR is acting as a resultant of both of these. Okay. And this resultant will give us what? The velocity of the rain. So this is our resultant, and both are at 90 degree. You can see both vectors are at 90 degree. So what is that value? VR is equal to, VRM is what? 8. This is 8 square plus VM is what? That is 6 square. This is 64. This is plus 36. That is root 100. And that means our 10 km per hour is what? This is what? The real velocity of the rain. Alright. So now we have to do the direction. What is the direction of the rain? Okay, now again you can see these are the two sides. I can bring this VM over here, and we can now complete our triangle. And what is that direction? You can see, let's say this is the theta, that is it is making in the vertical. So now you can again use the tan theta. So tan theta can be written as, this is 6, this is 8, perpendicular upon base. This is 3 by 4. So again what we got the value, that is 37 degree, and you have to write with that with, you can write with the vertical, okay. So this is the direction of our ray with the vertical, okay, which is the actual direction, okay. So this way you can use the equation, use the ray diagram, okay, use the diagram of the vectors to solve your question, okay. So I hope you have understood the application of relative motion. There is one more problem of boat and river problem, okay, that is man and swimming problem, that we will also cover in the next one, okay. So thank you all.